Hi BC, Dino Vinyl Times back again with my second vinyl update for today. I'll try to keep this one short. You know what it's like, you just lose time and I keep rambling, so I'll try and get through a lot quicker. Alright, so the next stack of records, here we go. First one, I got this bad boy from a record shop in Swindon, charity shop in Swindon, and I just thought, oh, there's some really good tracks on this, and I've always kind of appreciated Elton John. Not so much his latest stuff, again his earlier stuff I prefer, but I really like Yellow Brick Road. I've had this album on CD for a while, so I thought I'd get it, so I own it on vinyl. But a little surprise in it was, obviously, it's a nice 3-gate fold out, some nice little artwork in there, and just the lyrics and everything, which I really thought was pretty cool. But it wasn't until I actually, I mean, I'm quite bad sometimes because I don't take the vinyl out sometimes and I don't check it, but when I got this, I eventually got this home and sort of put it on the record shelf, and then got it out a few weeks later, I noticed that it is actually in some funky yellow vinyl. So I was quite surprised with that, and I thought they all come in yellow vinyl, but they don't. So yeah, so it's a little bit rarer than the norm. So that was pretty cool. That's only the second coloured vinyl I own, and obviously there's two of these. It needs a really good clean though, that one. It's a bit dusty and dirty, so that will need a good clean. But yeah, that was a nice sort of surprise, something a little bit different. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And again, that was really cheap. I think that was only like £2. So some of you obviously didn't know what they had, because I've seen these go with a yellow vinyl for a lot more than £2. Next, I've got a couple of Boston LPs. This one is Don't Look Back, and this one's Epic. I got these, I think these are about £4 each, so a little bit more expensive than I normally pay, but I was quite happy with them. Just a bit of Boston in the collection's never a bad thing in my eyes. Again, Gilbert O'Sullivan, my one passed on from Mum and Dad. Dad said just to give it a listen. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced that I will like anything on there, but again, I will give it a play just out of curiosity. So. Next to Kate Bush. I'm not sure, I might have shown this one already. Not sure, but Kate Bush, The Kicks Inside. Great album, some great songs from that. Wuthering Heights, obviously. Strange Phenomena and Moving. Yeah, some really good ones on there. And yeah, I just really like Kate Bush. And also last week, another charity shop, Find Kate Bush Lionheart. I really like this cover because you don't know which side is the front and which side is the back, so it's pretty cool that side, pretty cool that side as well. So yeah, I was really happy to get that. Yeah, cool. Next one is Clannad, Legend. I spoke about Clannad, I think, in my very first video. My mum's a big fan of this, and this is actually my mum's copy, or was, and now it's mine. And Robin Hood, the legend, Robin Hood the Hooded Man is track one on this, and this was from a 1980s TV series here in the UK. So this dude on the front played Robin Hood, and it also had the big British accent. I know I shouldn't do this because I should research it a little bit better. Yeah, some famous British people, actors in it anyway. But yeah, some good stuff on there. It's a bit sort of country, a bit, not country I would say, that's the wrong word. I don't know what you'd call it really. But yeah, I expect a few people to know Clannad are and what they are. I would say it's kind of folky to a point, but they did alright. I think a few people don't know who they are, so yeah. Next up, a bit of ELO, Out of the Blue. Yeah, nice copy of this. I've had this before on CD, and yeah, just got it on vinyl, so happy with that. Nice gatefold on that as well, so happy with that. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams. This is pretty beaten up, but I wanted to get it because I do like Steve Miller Band. But yeah, I will look out for another copy of this because this is really sort of beat up around the edges, and the vinyl does have like some heavy scratching on it, but it was really cheap. It was like 50p because it was in such a bad state. So I will look to replace that one. Next, one of my favourite albums, REO Speedwagon, High Fidelity. Some great tracks on that. Most of you all know that, but I don't need to explain too much about that one. But yeah, so I just love the fact he's playing his records in the background. There's Red Flower. And yeah, what a great film. Yeah, off to it. Next one's Mario Speedwagon. You can't tune a piano, but you can tune a fish. Quite just great little bit of artwork, take the mick on that one, and a nice picture of the back on the band, of the band at the back. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like Mario Speedwagon, so happy with that. Next is a 12-inch single of the KLF dance group from the 90s in the UK. I've got a few 7-inch singles I think I've shown before, but this is a 12-inch single I got of Justified and Ancient. Is this the one with Tammy Wynette on the front, one who sings on it? Oh, the maxi. Yeah, sorry, Miss Tammy Wynette on the B-side. Stand by the Jams. So yeah, Tammy Wynette sings on this as well. So a lot of the UK BC members will remember this one quite well. Well, some of them. Next, most people know this one, Breakfast in America, Supertramp. Somebody told me something very interesting about the picture on the back here. Well, for me anyway, the guy who's reading the paper there where he's pouring the sugar is our local paper, the Gazette and Herald from Wiltshire. So there's a little bit of fun fact for you. And all these other ones are like the Manchester Evening Standard, the Glasgow Herald, but that one apparently is Gazette and Herald. So yeah, a little bit of trivia. One handed down from Mum and Dad again. I think this was actually my brother's, because I don't think Mum and Dad were really into Jan Hammer, but my brother was into Miami Vice, so he got it for Crockett's theme, obviously. I've also got a 7-inch single, so that'll be interesting to listen to. I've never really heard much else of his stuff, so yeah, that'll be interesting, I think. Next one handed down from the old man. This one was hits from the Mersey era. This is just basically a collection of Stereo and Pacemakers, Freddie and the Dreamers, that early, as it says, sort of Mersey era really. It's nice, got a lot of bio about the time and who was influential, so that was a good little read. But yeah, some good songs on there, and Hippie Shade, you were made for me, Hello Little Girl, and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. Because it's kind of my music, I like Mersey scene, the beat scene, and stuff like that. So it's good to have. I just remember that one as a kid, knocking around the house. So pretty cool. Next one, again from the folks. Here Comes the Monkeys. On Arista. I don't know what year this was. Oh, this must be a best of from 1983. Just a little funky best of really. All the hits on that one. So yeah, happy with that. Next up, I can't really say too much about these. Everly Brothers, the reunion concert, recorded in 1983, and best of greatest hits again, the Everly Brothers. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about those because I haven't listened to them. I don't really know too much Everly Brothers stuff. I'll keep hold of them. They're in good nick, so I'll keep hold of them and hopefully get to play them. Next, Christa Berg. Christa Berg was very big in our house again from growing up as a kid. And this was, I thought Mum and Dad had like all of his albums on vinyl at one point, but I think they must have got rid of them, and this was the only one they had left, Into the Light, which is pretty good. Lady in Red and False Hesitation, Spirit of Man. So it's not a bad album. I expect a few of you guys out there own this one as well. Still, I think Christa Berg makes the greatest Christmas song ever with The Spaceman Came Travelling, but that's just my personal opinion. The next one is Alice Cooper, School's Out, with the, yeah, be careful with this because the record always falls out, but it's got the school desk top. Yeah, so the vinyl in there and sort of paper school desk sort of look to it. A little bit of damage on the back because these actually fold out, but they've been broken over time. And what I quite like about this one is that with all the graffiti that's sort of etched onto it, my mum actually wrote her name and full address on the top there. I won't show it too quickly, but she doesn't live there anymore anyway. But yeah, it kind of fits in with like what somebody might have done on a school desk, so I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, obviously we know that album, and looking forward to listening to that. Next one is a Kinks 4-track EP from their later State of Confusion album. I think this was for 1984, so later Kinks stuff. I don't have much Kinks stuff from later years. Not because I don't want it, it's just I haven't really come across it, and it's not really a major concern of mine just yet, because there's still some Kinks early stuff where I prefer their music, earlier stuff I want to get. So, but yeah, it's just good to own. I saw it. It's got some sticker damage. It's actually kind of teared the picture a little bit, but if I come across that again, then I'll probably pick it up again. But yeah, it's still pretty good. Next album, again, not a lot needs to be said about that. Don McLean, Rare Pie. A lot of people have got this, I'm sure, and they know it. So yeah, pick that one up. And same again, Eagles, One of These Nights. We all know this, we've all seen it before, but I've got it because I didn't know it. Next, another band from the 60s I really liked, part of that scene, The Animals. This is the Most Of collection. House on the Rising Sun, We Gotta Get Out of Space, all the good ones. Hallelujah, Change the World, and You've Changed Me. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the only Animals album I own at the moment, so that's good to get my Animals collection going. Simon & Garfunkel, Parsley Sage, Rosemary and Thyme, Dangling Conversation. Apparently, so yeah, just kind of best of again, I think. There's a bit on the back, but you can see that talks about a law firm, They're Not, by Robert Shelton, the New York Times. I think it's, I don't know, I haven't actually read it yet, but something to do with a piece in the New York Times that had written about them, so it'd be interesting to read that. I just haven't got around to it yet, so I'll do that in a minute. Next, another Johnny Cash, the great Johnny Cash, best of again. But it's on that Hallmark label, and I do like collecting albums from Hallmark. I don't know why, I just like Hallmark records. I've just seen a lot of good records from them. So yeah, that was cool. I've got Johnny Cash, and I've got collections of Johnny Cash, but it was on Hallmark, so I got that one, so I'm happy with that. Carole King Tapestry, great album. Again, a lot of people have probably heard of this one and own it. But yeah, it's really good. I quite like this. As for a female singer, I think she's awesome, and her songwriting prowess is amazing. So yeah, that came up, and again, that was really cheap. That was only like £2, and I thought that'd be a lot more, but really happy about getting that. Next one, Queen 2. Yeah, really happy about this one. I got this about 2 weeks ago at a car boot sale. Just right at the very end, some woman was packing up, and kind of gatefold flat. She's packing up, and I just saw a glimpse of the Queen 2 in a bag, and I said, "Have you just bought that, or are you selling it?" And she said, "I'm selling it, but I'm selling it with a few others, which I've got to come." And she said, "You can give me £3 for like 6 bags, 6 records in a bag." So I thought, all right, then I'll take the gamble, because that's worth that money there straight away. And the other ones are pretty good as well. So I'll let you know about those as they come up. So yeah, what time are we at? 30 minutes. So I'll stop here for this one, and then I'll do my last one, and that should be it for me for a little while. Okay, cheers, Lisa.